People are still using ChatGPT wrong even after all of these years, but it is a skill that can be learned, and it's an easy one. It isn't technical, it's not about coding, but it is about communication. It's about learning how to communicate and give instructions and context to an AI to get the best results. And if you learn how to do so, you're going to get better results than 99% of the people out there. I'm going to show you quickly how to do this. We're going to use something called a prompt engineering framework. And again, it sounds very technical, but it really isn't. It's how we structure our thoughts and our communication when we are talking to an AI. That's it. Think of this as a communication framework, not really an engineering framework. The one that I personally use, but there are many out there, but the one I use is RISEN, R-I-S-E-N, and that stands for role, instructions, steps, end goal, and narrowing. First up, when we start to talk to an AI, we're going to give it a role. We're going to tell it how we want it to behave. The reason we do this is because ChatGPT can basically be anything. It can take on any role and fulfill any activity. So we need to say, no, I want you to be a system analyst. I want you to be a teacher. I want you to be a legal advisor. You're going to put it into a role in order to constrain the type of answers it's going to give you. Next up is instructions. We give a simple one-sentence declarative statement of what we want it to do. This is normally the only information that people give to an AI. We are just surrounding this with more context to get a better result. In the instructions, we're going to give steps, S. So steps is how the AI should be expected to carry out the instructions. So we don't just give it a task and say, off you go. We say, here's the task and here are the steps I want you to go through with it. Imagine that you were talking to a very intelligent assistant, a human being, and you've given them a task. They might not necessarily know how to do it, but if you give them those steps, they'll be able to do it, no problem at all. So you have to put yourself into a managerial or a leadership responsibility and give them that additional information. Exactly the same with an artificial intelligence. Following on from this is E for end goal. When we work with an AI, we need to tell it what we expect as a result. So a lot of people would just give AI a prompt, get a rubbish answer and be like, psh, AI is trash, I'm never using this again. Part of the reason is they never told the AI what they expected. Did they want their answer in a table? Did they want a long paragraph? Did they want it in a newsletter format? You have to tell the AI how you expect the answer to be returned. It can't read your mind. Well, not yet. And then following on from end goal, we have narrowing, N. So narrowing is where you add additional constraints at the end in order to refine the output from your prompt. So again, that is role, instructions, steps, end goal, and narrowing. When you start to use this, it will feel clunky. That's natural, it's something new and you'll be having to think through all of these steps. But as you start to use a framework like this, it just becomes second nature and you won't have to think about it when you are instructing and giving context to an artificial intelligence. And just by giving information to an AI in a much more structured format and forcing yourself to give that additional context, you're going to get much better results from your AI. Found this useful, make sure that you're subscribed on whatever social media channel you're watching me on right now. And I have a daily live show over on YouTube and TikTok. It's at 10 a.m. every single morning where I go through the daily AI news and updates of the day. And you can ask me questions and I'll be able to answer and give you a direct response as well. The best place for that is going to be over on YouTube. See you there.